it's Chris Ease, known online as Wootini, here with another one of my gay gamer video podcasts. We are all still stuck inside, but I actually used that to make myself finish a jigsaw puzzle that I have been working on for months. I bought it months and months ago, like, I don't know, October or November I bought it, on like super clearance from GameStop. And it's 2,000 pieces, and it's this beautiful montage of images from the original Star Wars trilogy, and it was super difficult, so many pieces, so difficult, and then I got to the end where it was just the black pieces with little bits of stars, or just black, and that was really, really rough, and I got like super frustrated because I was like down to the last like couple dozen pieces, and I'm like, why can't I find the one that fits here? And what I found out was I ran into a couple of places where I just couldn't figure out how to fit it, so I would do other sections of the black areas, and then finally I got to the point where I was like, why can't I fit this? And it's because I had fit a piece in the next spot over that I thought fit, but it was just a hair off. And as soon as I removed that, I was able to fix it and finish this glorious puzzle, which I've actually just left sitting there for the whole week because I can't bring myself to break it down yet because it took so long to build. But I have a new jigsaw that I got for Christmas that I haven't been able to do yet because I've been trying to determine to finish the Star Wars puzzle eventually. And of course, I have been playing Animal Crossing. Note, the third of my 3 Animal Crossing t-shirts that I purchased recently. This is another one like the logo t-shirt where it's like a kind of cheapish iron-on thing, but it's still cute, you know. And this past week I beat Animal Crossing. That's right. I got my final resident and a 3-star rating on my town, and KK Slider came to do a concert. So, it's done. I mean, literally, like, basically Tom Nook comes to you and says, thanks, you did everything that you needed to do, now you can just have fun and make the town and island as amazing as you want, and just do what you like with it. So this is like the end game, basically, that lasts for years. And I got the island, I got the terraforming tool, so that I can now, you know, do what I like to the island, but I'm not going to, I don't think, because I chose this island layout because I liked the layout of the rivers and everything, so I was like, this is what I want, this is how I want it. So it's basically, I like the way it is now. Like, I even have a pond that's shaped like a heart, and people think I terraformed that, but I was like, no, it came that way, it's just super awesome. So, I mean, who knows what'll happen. I might eventually get to a point where I'm like, oh, you know what? I'd like to do this, and I'll tweak it and add a little land here, or widen the river there, or whatever. Because there was a point where I wanted to build a bridge on, like, the upper level, and it told me that I couldn't because the river wasn't wide enough. And I'm like, but it's literally the same width as it is down here where I could build a bridge. I don't understand why suddenly you're saying that it's not, because it totally is. And like I had to build it around the bend of the river, and it's not exactly where I want it. It's like, I wanted it here, and it's actually up over here. And I'm like, ugh, it's fine, but like I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to terraform and try to build another bridge, because then I've got to spend the bells on that. And at this point I've got everything basically set up with the bridges where I want them, and it's all good. And now I'm going to use my bells to expand my house. But I'm also in that nice sweet spot now where I have now 2 rooms added onto my house, and the second room's super expensive. It was like 500,000 bells, so that's going to take a long time to pay off. But now I can use my bells that I earn to pay off my house. But it's great because I'm not in any rush to do that, because I don't have furniture to fill it. Like, I wanted to make this one a kitchen, and as I was going through I was like, no, I don't like any of this furniture for the kitchen table. So I'm like, eh. So I did what I could, but it's like, now I feel like I can start collecting furniture and stuff because I don't have the furniture to put in a room, so I don't want to add yet another room because I'm like, what am I going to do with that one? You know? So it's basically, you know, I can take my time. And I have a nice, now that I've moved my house up to the upper plateau, I can take my time and I have a route where I go through so that I can pick all the weeds and pick up the branches and make everything pretty. And I work my way through the town and over, around, and up again and make my rounds. And, you know, I can now play Animal Crossing in like about half an hour or so and do what I have to do every day and check the store and check for clothes and check the fossils and whatever. And it's great. And so I don't feel the need to play for like hours and hours on end to get the bells to build that bridge because I feel like I need it quickly. Now I'm like, okay, I can relax, take my time, build my house up, hang out with people, do a little fishing, catch some bugs, whatevs. And it's all good. It's relaxing. And of course I have also still been playing No Man's Sky, which is interesting because I don't always play it for very long, but it actually works out because this living ship quest that I'm doing is, like, you follow the clues, you go to the coordinate, and then you have to build the next part of the living ship, so you have to go maybe get some resources and do whatever, but then when you build the next part of the living ship, it has to mature, and it takes a day to do that. So what I'll do is I'll play it, and I'll get to the, you know, that part, and I'll build it, and I'll present it, and they're like, okay, here's the next part. And this time now I have, like, my most recent part was I have a shell, and I have to wait for that shell to mature, and then it'll tell me where to go to proceed to the next stage of this quest. So it's great, because I just play until I get to that point, and then I'm like, okay, I have to make dinner anyway, so I'll just stop, I'll go make dinner, and tomorrow I'll come back and play a little bit of No Man's Sky again for like a half hour, an hour, and I'll do the next part of the quest. So it's actually working out quite well. And I can't wait to get my living ship, hopefully soon, hopefully this coming week that'll happen. I don't know how many stages there are to it. And amongst this, at the end of the week, I also have started another game. It's not a new game, but I have started it. Because Sony decided to do this play-at-home thing. Since everyone's stuck at home, they're like, take your PlayStation and we'll give you free games. Not PlayStation Plus games. You can just get them no matter whether you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber or not. If you're a regular person, you can still get these games for free, which is awesome. I mean, they're previous PlayStation Plus games, so anyone who has PlayStation Plus probably already has them, but it turns out they're giving away the Uncharted collection, which I don't actually need because they came with my PlayStation. Because I didn't buy my PS4 at launch. I bought it later when they had started to do pack-ins, because they never do pack-ins at launch. That's just not done anymore. But if you wait a little while and then get the game system later, then they'll start to sweeten it with some pack-ins. That way they can keep the price up. So I was like, oh, I'll get this one because it comes with the Uncharted collection. That's 3 games. That's awesome. And I never played any of them on the PS3 or anything, so I'm like, let's get this. I have only played the one, but it did remind me also that Uncharted 4 is free with PlayStation Plus this month, so I went and added that to my library. Not like I'm going to play that anytime soon, because I still have to play 2 and 3 before I can play 4. But I figured, let me just add it to my library now. And the other game that they are giving away with this play-at-home promotion is Journey, which I have already played and finished and enjoyed, but that was on the PS3, so I was like, you know what, it's free, let me just download it to my PS4 anyway, just to have, and it also seemed like something I would enjoy playing currently right now. It's actually a very nice game to play when you're stuck in your house, just because it's so gorgeous. I'd forgotten how gorgeous it is. It's just very soothing, the visuals and the music, and just wordlessly exploring this desert wasteland and like floating and sliding, and it's just like, So I'm actually really enjoying it. So if you have a PS4, make sure you take advantage of these. If you don't already have these games, you can now get them for free. And it will give you something to play. Which, it's funny that that they think, oh, let's give people free games to play. They'll like that. And it's like, you know, because they can't go to the store and buy things, which is whatever, because you can download things for cheaper than you get them at the store sometimes, especially on PlayStation. Maybe not the Switch, but Nintendo doesn't really do sales. But on like PlayStation and Xbox, you can find things in their online stores for like cheaper than at like GameStop or Best Buy or something. So you can still download games to buy. But I also feel like I am not alone in this, and that pretty much every gamer, alright, maybe not everyone, but most gamers have backlogs of games that they bought, never finished, or bought and never even started. You know, I have stuff that I've bought in PlayStation sales for like $1 or $2, and I've said, oh, that looked good, it's only $2, I'll buy it. And it's sitting there in the library saying, when are you going to play me? Someday, maybe, I don't know. So, you know, great, free games to add to my backlog of games I need to play. Thank you for reminding me that I need to play the other Uncharted games that I have sitting on the shelf. Eventually, I still need to go back to Assassin's Creed Origins. I should do that this week. Maybe I'll do that instead of No Man's Sky. No, first I've got to get my living ship. But then once I have the living ship, then I can focus more on assassinating people. Living ship, then death. In ancient Egypt. So, come back next episode and see if I actually kept that promise. Probably not. Bye!